With the passing of the late Chadwick Boseman, what happens for one of his most iconic characters now, which is Marvel's Black Panther, T'Challa? What do I think should happen and all that stuff? Like, how can they kind of like move? Should they move on and do Black Panther 2, or should they just not do it anymore? Or so if honestly, if anyone knows Marvel, they are known for the consistency. See, mostly is like there's very few changes. Like, let's just say for an example, Rhodey changed actors who was War Machine. I mean, they changed actors, but he was also a very minor character when they did change him out. Even though he never became a super huge major character, he was still a. They only changed that when it was a minor character, not that big into the plot. Whereas T'Challa, he was a huge character, literally an entire movie with him, and for him, and whole character arc, beginning, and all that stuff. So they can't just throw him off, in my opinion. Just been like, and just change characters from Chadwick to someone else, because that's gonna hurt their actual entire framework of what it is. Now, they did introduce time warping and all that stuff into like different, like going into like the past, different time areas, like different universes of the same universe. If anyone knows Endgame, yeah, all that stuff. So the multiverse, they can technically do that and have a different multiverse of T'Challa in there. I heard some people saying have it where Killmonger is now taking over as Black Panther, and he was instead in a different universe. I'm just like, I don't know about that, to be honest with you. What I think they should do is give it to his sister, Shuri. Like, we've seen that she's very talented on that and all that stuff, so she can do well, hold her own and fight. And I think she would be a good Black Panther, to be honest with you, and just kind of live up to the mantle of a new title of the Black Panther instead of just his sister, because she did fight. She is really good with technology and all that stuff. So like, since it's supposed to be like held on to family, and then they earn the battle through the battle if they want to fight the title. Honestly, if you don't know this stuff, watch Black Panther. And why are you really watching this if you don't? Kind of, yeah, whatever. But so they can actually be like going through with the training of like going like fighting the battle, if they want her to go through the Black Panther trials, which can be, and then they can kind of do what they did in the first one if they want to do that, but they don't have to. I don't know, like, there's a lot of options on the table, but what she can do is they can have her in there, which opens it up to expansion still, and it's not limited to just this one spot. She can go on with the Avengers and all that stuff. Well, the lasting Avengers and all that stuff. So there's a lot of options on the table. Whereas if they do the different universe type with how Captain America got old and all that stuff, it's more limited in a way, because now you're not exactly canon. So it's just gonna go. It could be good though. It could be good, because Marvel has their magic and they do it so good, especially on live action. It's just so good. I think it would limit it a lot if they don't actually just keep it canon and just pass on the mantle to a different person. And I think the best one would be his sister, since that would be the natural way of doing it. But hey, maybe she loses the battle when someone challenges her. Who knows? But it would still be showing that actual progression of the title. So what they should do, like, should they have a funeral for T'Challa or what? I'm not sure. Like, maybe have a, I don't know, like, have a dying battle and just have some stuntman just kind of do their thing, fighting and all that stuff, and then he passes and loses the battle. I don't know. This is just some ideas that they can do straight up. Like, there's a lot of ways that they can. Just, I want them to honor Chadwick. They can't just throw him kind of to a different one, because this is the cinematic universe where everything's pretty much intertwined, and it wouldn't exactly work well to just be like, here's a new actor, deal with it, because there'd be a ton of backlash. So Marvel's probably going to try and avoid that huge backlash, because T'Challa was and is Chadwick. Like, he did such a good job with it, so they have to kind of just go with it, that no one expected Chadwick to pass away. No one saw it coming of him passing with cancer, except for the ones who are very close to him, probably. Like, most of us didn't even know that he had cancer to begin with. We just saw him kicking butt, as Black Panther. Like, so do a battle, like, maybe, or something, just something kind of put in there, so like it's not unknown for new watchers or people who don't really know about the actual life events that happened. So there's a lot of ways that they can actually go around about that, but Marvel will figure its way out. That Marvel will figure a way around all that. But passing on the mantra of Black Panther, I think, is the best way of going on about it, and hopefully it's his sister who gets and becomes the new Black Panther, and we can just see him maybe when the when T'Challa sees his father and all the other Black Panthers in history, maybe have a little scene of that. Maybe not even him saying anything, just nodding his head or something like that. That just passing on the mantra of it, just something, a little thing like that, which they can probably CGI or whatever. Just a little nod would be awesome. For passing on the mantra. So just doing a little honoring of him and passing on the mantra and continuing the Black Panther legacy through whoever, but just make it have sense through either the battle or just giving it to his sister. But like, that's just a few ways of going on about it. But no, they should not exactly cancel Black Panther 2. And if they do, if they continue with Avengers having Black Panther embracing a new female, since Black Widow passed away, so that might be a really strong add-on to it, since we're not going to see her again, and we need the females in Endgame were so powerful at the end, and it was just so amazing to see that female power at the end. And so let's just have a new superhero that woman can look up to still. So if that's Curie or not, I don't know, but that'd still be awesome to see. Saying like, she's badass. So I'm very curious on what they do. Like, if they cancel Black Panther, I'll understand. Like, and like, eventually it will all be renewed, and eventually Black Panther will be recast when it is not part of the MCU. That's just fact. Is the eventually the characters will be recycled and cast in as a new again. So Chadwick will legacy of the Black Panther will be moved on to another person. The legacy will still be there, but it will be passing the mantra still. So to a new T'Challa. but that's in the distant future, in my opinion. Like, they, as long as the MCU is there, I don't think they're gonna do that. But like for when they just do, whenever they might cancel that or whatever, move on to different systems, then I think that there will be a new Black Panther as T'Challa. But until then, we're gonna just see passing on the mantle from T'Challa to hopefully his sister. So we'll see. Hopefully, we all know that Marvel will do good by their characters. So we'll just see what happens, I guess. But that's my hopes for what happens to T'Challa's legacy, and Chadwick's legacy as Black Panther.